What's going on, guys? Dave from twoaveragedudes.com. And this story's been in the news for the last little while. That's the SNC Lavalin. Everybody likely knows about it. Well, I found kind of a different spin on things today. And I thought I'd bring it up because I found it kind of disturbing. Okay, so Quebec is singing a whole different story. Like most of Quebec is singing a whole different story than the rest of Canada. And I find it strange that there is a lot of high-placed voices, like in Quebec, defending the Montreal-based SNC Lavalin. And they're talking about how important it is to the provincial and national economy. And how appropriate it would be for Prime Minister Justin Trudeau to try and save some of the 8,600 jobs. Okay? So it gets weirder. It seems that the rest of Canada is upset, that Prime Minister Trudeau might have asked Wilson Raybould about SNC Lavalin. Quebec is upset that the former Justice Minister didn't lean on the Director of Public Prosecutions to make sure they got a deferred prosecution agreement. Okay? So they're upset that the former Justice Minister didn't do it, and they're kind of upset that Trudeau didn't try and push this to happen. And you have to understand, see, if they got the deferred prosecution agreement, okay, they'd be able to bid on and take public contracts, okay, government contracts. Okay, so, with the talk of SNC Lavalin being under siege, people not understanding in Quebec why there wasn't pressure by the PMO or, the former Justice Minister. And they are confused, okay, why they wouldn't allow for that situation and solution to be used, especially when it would prevent the dissolving of an important entity in Quebec. Okay? And here's the thing that got me. And then it was put out that English Canada would change their minds pretty quick if it was an Alberta or Ontario corporation instead of a Quebec one. What? No! Listen! Calgary has been under siege, like Alberta's been under siege since Trudeau got in. The rest of Canada is seeing this as wrong, okay? Like, what might have happened is wrong. Quebec is seeing it some twisted other way that because it didn't happen, it's wrong. What? You know what? They've dismantled Alberta's oil industry. And you know what? They didn't care. They don't care. And you know what? It wasn't a point that they were doing something wrong out there. Okay? They've just thrown it to the wind. They don't care. But people expect them to protect a French entity? Like, come on! This just boggles my mind. And it's no wonder that there's separation talk from Alberta and Saskatchewan when there's talk like this from Quebec. If that is some twisted morality that happens in Quebec that, protect us, do what it takes, even if it's wrong, do it anyway. That is the most disgusting thing I've ever heard. Like, Quebec, any Quebecer that says that should be ashamed of themselves. They should be. I don't care what business it is, what effect it has. I don't need that trashed business around me or operating in our country. And I don't care who it is, what business. They have no place here. Mike, what do you think?
Dave, this whole thing is absurd. It doesn't matter if it's a Quebec company, an Alberta company, an Ontario company. The fact of the matter is, a large corporation in Canada committed fraud and bidding and all this, and with our tax dollars, no mind, with public dollars, okay? And it shouldn't matter the size of them or where they are, it determines if they get off or not. Okay, yeah, they employ 8,000 people or whatever it is, and all those jobs, but you know what? Small companies employ a lot of people too. I know a lot of people who employ 10, 12, 15 people, and they wouldn't get off. So basically what we're saying is some jobs matter more than others, which is not the case. Okay, and if you're employed with, if you have any job, you know, it's worth saving in the way the government's acting, you know, so these rules should not just apply for large entities. Okay, if they're going to have all these crazy clauses, they need to start getting some for small corporations. Okay, maybe smaller fines in these cases. But the fact of the matter is, should not matter what part of the country the company's from, should not matter the size of the company, and it should not matter its ability to pay off people to get out of its wrongdoing. Okay? It committed fraud, it committed bid fraud, it committed, you know, it's going after taxpayers' dollars, it's trying to get contracts with government money, you know, and it shouldn't be allowed to the way it's operating without restructuring. So this whole thing has just gotten way out of hand. SNC Lavalin needs to be slapped and slapped hard, and let's move forward from it. Anyways, guys, visit our website, twoaveragedudes.com. Check out our polls and surveys. We have a new forum up now, okay, uncensored forum. You know, you can speak and say whatever you want on there, and let us know what you think below. Have a good one, guys.